Big news, guys! I'm pregnant! It's a boy! We're having a boy. That's what this world needs. Another white male. To answer all of your questions, due date is November 8th. His name is Chip. How cute is that? And I generally feel fine, except when I don't. But I don't just want to make this a pregnancy announcement, if I may. I'd like to actually make this a bit of a time capsule for you, my sweet little baby boy Chip, of the world you'll be stepping into in 2022. Because there's some stuff you should know about this planet that you'll soon be stepping into. For one, you should know that we are riding the tail end of a global pandemic, which has been a bit of a bummer. We as a planet had to spend quite a bit of time in social isolation, and what's actually kind of funny about that is that we really thought everyone was gonna miss each other, but then everyone spent a lot of time online, and it turns out that what feels better than love and connection in times of high stress is yelling at people on the internet. So we as a society have been doing a lot of that. Speaking of internet culture, it is a big time for canceling people. Oh, but don't worry, my sweet baby boy, you won't be canceled. Just don't sexually harass anyone and you'll be fine. Come to think of it, maybe don't hug too much either. Or like you can hug, but just, get consent first. But also it's important to read nonverbal language too. Speaking of language, probably best to watch that as well. Some people don't take too well to certain language, or isolated sentences that require context. Oh, come to think of it, probably best to just not make any mistakes, especially not in writing. Yeah, just, be perfect all the time, and you don't have nothing to worry about. And then, of course, there's this whole global warming thing. Oh boy. Okay, so we as a society are in this very odd place right now where, we know it's really bad and super serious, but also it's easy to forget about sometimes. And we as a society are really busy, but we recycle. Oh, and also I just bought these dryer balls and the packaging says they're sustainable, so I think we're solving global warming pretty well. And then, of course, you got some war, you got some poverty, you got some corruption, you've got some offensively bad pop music, all the usual stuff. But now, listen, I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, but try not to worry, my sweet baby boy, because I'm here. Mama's gonna keep you safe. Mama's gonna help you navigate this booby trap world. I can't stop another global pandemic or solve climate change, but I can teach you how to make some amazing banana nut muffins. They're really good, trust me. And you have my word, my boy. I'm going to do my absolute best to ensure you do not spend 1 minute of time yelling at people on the internet. You, my dear boy, are gonna yell at people in real life, like a man. And whatever the world may say about you, I will never cancel you, my dear boy, because I understand that you're human. And as a human, you're going to make mistakes. I've made mistakes too. We all have. And anyone who pretends to be holier than thou is frankly full of and probably obnoxious anyway, so who's lost? So instead of trying to avoid mistakes, which you can't, I want you to make them, because I want you to learn to be resilient. So I want you to fail, to say something dumb, to get made fun of, because I want you to realize that you can suffer through emotional pain and it won't kill you. 9 times out of 10, it'll make you a better person. Most importantly, I want you to put yourself out there and I want you to suffer the consequences. Where all the bad stuff happens, yeah, but it's also where all the good stuff happens too. The kids who are the most afraid of heights aren't the ones who have fallen from trees. They're the ones that have never climbed them. And as for global warming, well, I got those dryer balls, so there's that. And also, while I can't make it go away for you, I can help you contextualize it in such a way we are able to acknowledge it and do your part in fighting it without the need for the easy comfort blanket of denial and distraction. I'll help you realize that it's not your sole responsibility to fix it, but it is your responsibility to help, even if it feels futile at times, because helping is inherently rewarding. Not in some vague long-term way, but right here, right now, because it makes you feel useful and good about yourself. And just as a thought experiment, let's say the absolute worst were true, and the human race is totally screwed. Well, doesn't the fact that something is going to eventually end give it more meaning in the present? So instead of approaching this existential threat with dread, maybe you can choose to approach it with gratitude for all that exists right now for the trees and the birds and all the people in it, even the ones who yell at you on the internet. I mean, after all, your life is gonna end one day, so you're gonna have to do all of this mental work anyway. Might as well just apply it to global warming. Oh, sorry to spring that one on you. Ugh, death. Yeah, I know it's a bummer. So yes, the world is kind of a scary place, and sorry about the whole having to die one day thing, but hopefully it makes you super stoked to be here at all, right now, in this moment. I mean, not like this moment you're not born yet, but like, you know, the moment that you're watching it in. Because in many ways, this is the absolute best time to be alive. I mean, we have absolutely insane creature comforts that were not available for all of human history, and still aren't for some people. We have fresh running water. We have indoor plumbing. We have electricity, baby. We have central heating and fast cars and premium streaming subscriptions and healthcare. Oh my God, don't even get me started on healthcare. Let's just say that the fact that I am almost certainly not gonna die in childbirth is so dope. Your perception is your reality. So which world will you choose to live in? And who will you choose to be in it? Are you gonna live with anger and dread, fretting about little internet squabbles? Or are you gonna choose to live it with love and passion, to fill it with adventure and fun stuff and things that make you laugh? Are you gonna choose to be nice to people? Not because you have to, but because life is just better when you are? I hope so. No, wait, I know so. So I'm gonna help you do it. And I think you're gonna help me do it too. Now, one final thing. For the love of God, can you please stop kicking me in the bladder, you little wrathful piece of shit?